Also, right now, we are being deluged with messages for you, Chris Bosh. So let's start reading some of these. Let's start with the tweets here. Again, twitter.com. You can follow us. We're at Mike and Mike. Here we go. We're asking people to make their pitch for Chris Bosh to come to their city. So you ready? Let's get it going. Here's one. Chris Bosh, go to the Orlando Magic, play with Dwight Howard, and be a team run by bigs like Robinson and Duncan. What do you think?
I haven't heard that one yet. That's the first one.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah.
You and Dwight Howard, look, I mean, David Robinson and Tim Duncan made it work.
They did. They were pretty good.
I mean, could you see yourself? You envision yourself purely as a 4, right? I mean, there's no 5 thoughts.
No, I'm not a 5. You know, I'm not the. I'll just put it like this: Dwight weighs more than me, and he plays center, so a lot more than me.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough. How about this? The Rockets have a deep core with great D. Brooks, Martin, Ariza, Battier, Scola, Yao. Add that to Bosh as our main guy, and we'll win a championship in Houston.
I've heard that one.
Okay.
I've heard that one. You know, every other one. There's been a lot of people. You know, people tell me a lot of things all the time. So the Magic was something I haven't heard before, but that's a one I have.
Here's one, Chris. Come on with the Wizards. A nice fit with John Wall.
That's a different one.
You've not heard that one much.
I haven't heard that one, no.
How about here's this one? I'm guessing you haven't heard this one. You know you want to wear that Celtic green, follow in the footsteps of countless Hall of Famers, and help capture Green 18.
I haven't heard that one either.
You've not heard that one. What is this like? I mean, it's got to be. I'm looking at the smile on your face. I'm looking at the smile on Broussard's face. I mean, for you guys, for you and LeBron and Dwayne Wade to some degree, he's the one guy who was sort of, to some degree, taking himself out of it and said, look, I want to be in Miami. I just want to make sure everything works out.
Yeah.
But for you guys, I've got to imagine everywhere you go, people are shouting, please come play for my team. What's it like?
It's just become a part of my life. A part of my everyday life, just like you brush your teeth every day. That's how it is for me. I know as soon as I walk out the door, somebody is going to ask me something about where I'm going next year. You know, every time.
Is it a good part of your life or a bad part of your life?
You know, at first it was a little bit nerve-wracking, especially when the season ended. You know, I was in Toronto, and I was going back and forth between home and Toronto, and everybody, you know, I go home, come to the Mavericks. You know, let's say I go to Houston, come to Houston. I go to New York, come to the Knicks. Then, you know, I'll hear everything in between, and then I go back to Toronto, and it's like, stay in Toronto. So it was never any escape from the madness for me. But,
Chris,
you know, it's cool.
Do you have to kind of divorce yourself emotionally from the situation? Because obviously you've developed relationships in Toronto, that organization. You've been there 7 years. You know, how do you deal with that? Because I imagine it might be hard to tell them, you know, look, I'm leaving when you've been there so long and they've obviously treated you so well. Do you kind of have to remove your emotions?
I think so. I mean, that's the part of business sometimes. You know, you have to look at things from all different aspects because we can't play this game for that long. You know, I'm already, but I just finished my 7th year. So, and it goes by very fast. So you just have to make sure that you use the best out of what you have at the moment. And for me, it's just, you know, just taking advantage of my situation. You know, we signed a contract 4 years ago. And I wanted to put myself in the best situation possible to make the decision that's best for me while I'm entering into my prime. So I just want to win. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day.
Superstar Chris Bosh is here. Chris Broussard.